Hey everyone, it's Libby from Maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides of the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Just very quickly, it appears overnight that the supposed checks that will be coming in the mail from F45 has been increased to $5,000. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on them actually arriving. We know very much that he's just full of false promises, and another false. What happens is he basically, I think as Susan Lynn put it, he lights the fire and then he turns up in the fire engine to try and put it out. So yeah, promising these checks. Yeah, I wouldn't bank on it. Don't know that they'll actually cash on you. And to be honest, if you're one of the 200,000 federal employees that have lost their jobs so far, let alone the spill-on effect when those employees aren't buying at cafes and don't have money to spend, etc. He's also apparently thrown a lifeline to protect the deportation of 500,000 Haitians. Oh yeah, again, we're gonna send you, we're gonna deport you, blah 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 blah. Oh, by the way, except for you guys. Yeah, again, it's just creating the chaos and then claiming to be able to fix it. Again, also with Leon in regards to the astronauts that are stranded at the space station. I did a reading on that 3-4 weeks ago, possibly even longer. I can't remember exactly when. Just pop ISS in the search engine and you'll find it. He's now blaming apparently Biden for stranding the astronauts in space, aside from the fact that his company was the one that was tasked with actually going to get them back, and yet they kept blowing up rockets. And this company that keeps blowing up rockets apparently is now being tasked to take over the FAA. So, in all honesty, if you are planning on flying and it's not urgent, might consider to change it to a road trip if you can get your money back, or just pausing a bit to see how it all plays out in the near future. Okay, apparently Liz Truss turned up at the CPAC conference as well. This seems to be a far-right conservative love fest, saying that the UK needed a F45 leadership. Well, they had that in Boris Johnson, and that didn't go over very well either. Boris Johnson is still trying to remain relevant by hitching his wagon to the F45 train. Oh gosh, he's such an idiot. Liz Truss, who was Prime Minister of the UK for all of 49 days, the shortest Prime Ministership in the history of democracy in the UK, I believe, or pretty close to it, if not the shortest. So I wouldn't be putting much account into what she says. Apparently, Leon and Melee were on the stage wielding chainsaws. Oh, please. And this is the same Melee who did a pump and dump with crypto the other day. So he's not very popular back home either. Oh, it's just, yeah, fourth turning. Now, fourth turning, it's not a boomer bash at all. The boomers absolutely, most of them fabulous, but it's time to hand the baton over for the next stage. And the next stage is the boomers built back up after World War II to build the wealth of the country. But now it's time to pass the baton on to the new generation coming through. So a few of you made a comment about boomer bashing. No, it wasn't boomer bashing at all. It's just simply it is time to pass the baton on. the pass it on. A couple of you also said, what about Gen X? We seem to be forgotten. Hey, I don't mind going under the radar. I'm a Gen Xer. But the Gen X generation are the ones that will be the physical fixers and the layers of the foundation for moving forward. I'm happy with that role. I'm happy to fly under the radar. in regards to taking the lead, and I am more than happy to simply build the community foundation and to be the physical fixer of what being an analog generation. Happy to do so. Change the tap wash. Okay, what I want to have a look at in this particular reading is apparently Felon 45 is getting very frustrated at Zelenskyy for not taking the give us your minerals deal. Now, Zelenskyy trained and practiced as a lawyer as well. So he's a smart cookie, but smart with compassion and true smarts, not Leon um, uh, come in and cuckoo nest smarts. Okay. So I just want to have a look. I'm using my Gilded Tarot Royale. It's Friday, so I won't be on for a couple of days. What's going on with Trump in regards to getting frustrated at Zelenskyy? He thought this would be over in 24 hours, just like the Kremlin. Putin thought the invasion of Ukraine would be over in 3 days. Just putting it out there, the invasion of Ukraine didn't happen until the change of the House elections in 2022, or around the time of the House elections when they knew the GOP would be getting in, possibly because there was some election fiddling there as well, which did mean that Biden for the last 2 years was hamstrung by the GOP House because aid needed to go through Congress in those days, needed to go through Congress to actually get sent to Ukraine. So that's why I'm just going to say the Kremlin was banking on Felon 45 getting back in 2020, and they had planned to launch an invasion, except that COVID kind of got in the way then. So they held it back to 2022 when they knew they could manipulate the GOP House to basically force Ukraine to fight with one arm tied behind their back. So just putting that out there. Okay, but Trump is getting really frustrated at Zelenskyy again. He thought it would be a pushover. Apparently, the White House has cancelled the joint media statement that was supposed to take place with Zelenskyy and Special Envoy Kellogg. Mentioned him briefly yesterday. I don't think the White House liked what was going to be said in that media conference. So just show me how this is going to play. Show me how this is going to play. There are so many timelines that can branch off from this. Okay, show me Trump and Russia is literally on its knees. It's delivering ammunition apparently to the front line on the backs of mules and donkeys. It's using it's almost back to World War II era equipment. Let's have a look. How is Felon 45 feeling with Zelenskyy holding his ground? And you wanted that one, okay? Come on down, let's have a look. How's he feeling? Stuck. And the option of the money is literally shaking out of him. He knows that things are turning and there is nothing that he can do about it. Challenged by movement forward being stopped or paused, or the ability to move forward, because you've got these two sphinxes at the bottom that they're made of stone. They're not going anywhere. But we've got here tin and gold, two precious metals in the time of the Egyptians. The ability to move forward is ground to a halt, and I think also there's something about the ability to get the money through is also being stopped. The ability to get any financing through to Russia is also being stopped. Let's see where this goes. Here's the dark money behind the scenes, the working behind the scenes. Again, it always all comes down to money in the past. So how's Trump feeling? Trying to create some alchemy in the past. And it's in the past, the ability to create money from nothing is in the past. Let's see where it goes. Oh, here's this card again. Oops, hang on, that's my phone ringing. I shall just bring you and pause you. Hang on a sec. Sorry about that. Okay, back down again. Yeah, this crowning this reading, this figure here again. Biden, Macron, Scholz, Trudeau, or a combination of all those leaders. I'm sure when they are identified, we will go, aha, that's who it was. Is crown is influencing all this energy. So it's not my Zelensky card. I'm just going to say that it's not my Zelensky card. Zelensky for me is the King of Wands, the inspirational king bringing forward action. So let's see where this goes. Okay. Loss, disappointment, heartbreak, oh dear, how sad, never mind. So this is, a reading on Trump's frustration at Zelensky not taking the deal. Loss, heartbreak. Does have two cups still standing, does still have options, but hidden agenda externally, hidden agenda being revealed. Absolutely. He is showing his backside. Sorry, I was about to say a rude word there. He is absolutely showing his backside in regards to what side he is on, and it is the wrong side of history. And he's doing that out of pure frustration. Internally, this can be the articulate messenger bringing forward a message. There may be a message that he puts out there, but it's not a strong message. It's a page message. But it can be new messaging that comes out as well in regards to this true agenda. Oh boy, things are not going well in the hopes and fears, the infighting, the throwing under the bus. We've got here, be careful what you wish for, the deals that have been done. But you've got the little rat in the rafters, pooping in the cup. Yeah, the abuse of power. He is showing his backside like you wouldn't believe, being forced to surrender the messaging, being beaten up and forced to surrender as everything comes to light. Okay, and then facing judgment and the sword of truth. And it is a nightmare situation for him. Absolutely. I'm just going to say, yeah, he's getting frustrated. Okay. Getting frustrated, showing his backside, and he's going to do so even more. Something's coming to an end here. The giving and receiving can be the election meddling, the ending of the giving and receiving money, and we've got the higher authorities mostly walking away, steal, treason, and bringing things to a closure. Supporters perhaps walking away when the steal and treason is fully exposed, which we know is coming. Okay, just I wish it would hurry up, but we have to go through the pain to get to the other side. Okay, I think what's happening, okay, is we've got the world here is leaving him out. He is the one that's going to find himself isolated, or his regime is the one that's going to find itself increasingly isolated. Okay, show me Zelensky standing up against Trump. Felon 45. Show me the energies of Zelensky Vladimir Zelenskyy standing up against Felon 45. Show me the energy. Okay. Oh man. You saw me shuffle, you saw me pull it out randomly. The star of hope and healing. Powerful, powerful energy. Challenged by emotional maturity. Well, not challenged, just second signifier. Thank you. Love it when they come through. Emotional maturity. He's not showing all his cards yet. He's still got something up his sleeve. Negotiator, diplomat, keeping a lid on his emotions. Oh my goodness, he absolutely is keeping a lid on his emotions. But he's also not showing everything that he has in his armory yet. At the foundation, oh my goodness, absolutely. This is what he's stewing in. He is slogging uphill with this burden of messaging that he's trying to get out there, of this burden of plans that he's trying to get out there. He must be exhausted. Please send him strength. He knows the end is near. He just needs to get up this last hurdle. I'm drawn in the background. You've got that stag in the background. Stag in this particular image is not holding the pentacles between its antlers. It's just been this slog for him. In the past, he has been the determined bearer of the truth, wanting peace for his people, not afraid to use the sword, but he in the past has been the page. So, I mean, goodness me, Ukraine versus Russia. Ukraine is winning against Russia. The little guy, the David, through sheer force of determination and holding on to the truth and the reality. Crowning this reading, the energy over at the Knight of Cups, an offer being presented. Is this coming from that King of Cups, the immediate future, things coming to an end and a new beginning? Here we've got this, whereas this was in Felon 45's past, the ability to create alchemy, to bring moderation, to bring together all sides. It was in Felon 45's past. This is in Zelensky's future, in the external position. Internally, strength of protection. This is stability. It's not mercenary actions in this particular with Zelenskyy, because he doesn't employ mercenaries, unlike the Kremlin, unlike Felon 45. He doesn't. This is about stability and strength and protection and slow movement forward with such hopes and fears, the world, bringing this to an end, the outcome, working together. Oh, or is it the dark money and the devil? Oligarchs, the outcome. Oh, holding their cards close to their chest or not wanting secrets to come out about the money. Okay, I'm getting this as the dark money, the devil, the oligarchs, those that feathered their nest wanting to keep the money deals secret. But there, with that Eight of Pentacles, there are money trails that will be revealed, exposed. the hidden agenda is the secrets being exposed and the wheel turning. It's going to bring a downfall for this oligarchical devil energy, an end to it. The Page of Cups out of left field. Seven of Pentacles. Something out of left field about the money harvesting, being announced, resulting in legal action and powerful new beginnings. Oh, or is this just powerful messaging about the Emperor, is the Putin, Kremlin, partnerships that did not succeed with Russia, justice. I actually feel a little bit ill reading this. Zelenskyy. Positive cards for Zelenskyy, but the outcome, it's a process. It's not cut and dried, but part of that process is going to fully expose the evilness that went on behind, and that we've known about, but it needs to be fully revealed. So those two are intertwined. Show me how the oligarchs, show me about the oligarchs. How are the oligarchs feeling about what's going on? What are the oligarchs? What are they in regards to the F45 versus Zelenskyy standoff? What's the oligarchs' role going to be in this? Because they've had their funds freezed for, going on 3 years now. The oligarchs, the Russian oligarchs, who thought, 3 days and yay, we'll have our access to all this oil and gas and minerals and prime farming, cropping land. Yay! No, it didn't work out that way for them. Show me the oligarchs. What's their energy in all of this? Show me the oligarchs' energy in all this. Okay, well, they're trying to bring their ship into harbour. It is the Three of Wands, which is usually a plan that comes to conclusion, except that the ship is still floundering, or foundering, sorry, flounder is a fish, foundering, foundering out in the ocean here. So they're trying to bring a plan to completion. The challenge is the messaging that's coming out, the information that's coming out about their actions, the dark money behind the scenes. In the past, I think they've already passed the point of wanting to just go back and change the past. They are missing their Louis Vuitton in Moscow, their ability to take the private jet anywhere they want it. They're missing they've already passed the point of missing the past of what they did have, which they lost through greed. They might make an announcement here. They might be speaking out, walking away from what is no longer serving them, which is this war. Yeah, change is coming in the immediate future. Externally, they tied themselves to this devil energy, but internally, they're looking for um, stability. Externally, they tied themselves to, they danced the tune of the devil, but internally, they're wanting to go back to a time of calm stability, hopes and fears that to bring this all to an end. There's not a lot of money here. This is the only pentacle card here. The Nine of Wands, surrendering to the inevitable. Their basket is empty. They have been unable to access their money, and they're wanting a restart. They made poor choices. And here's this dude again. They made poor choices. Here we've got the Four of Pentacles, the energy on the base. Wanting to be able to get access to their frozen funds around the world. If I keep going on the top, after this dude, there was the harsh truth coming forward, throwing under the bus, and then they can have their new beginning, but they have to do the throwing under the bus first. Yeah, I think the oligarchs have had enough. They pine for what they had. They let their greed get in the way, and their ship ended up foundering offshore, unable to come into harbour. Gee, so sad. Never mind. Okay, I'll leave it there. Love to you all. Take care.